for anyone who watches my channel regularly, it should come as no surprise that I kind of really like Marvel Comics. As that's the majority of the gameplay that I started out making, and I'm still making with relative consistency to this day. So today, as a part of my appreciation for Marvel, and partially wanting to learn a little bit more about the certain characters within it, I think that it would be appropriate, given that it's International Women's Day, to take this quiz that is on Sporcle, the quintessential quiz website. Now, this is called Can You Name the 100 Tiny Female Marvel Characters? And to clarify what that means, as you can see here, there's a bunch of sprites of different Marvel women or female Marvel characters on this screen. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to take this quiz. It's got an 8-minute timer, and we're going to see how many of these we can name. And I'll be honest right off the bat, there's several of them that I don't recognize openly, but this will be a good opportunity for me to go back through and visit some of these characters and familiarize myself a bit with them a little bit more. As I would encourage you to do the same thing for any characters that you don't quite recognize. So let's go ahead and hit this play quiz button and see how many of these 100 we can get. I'm definitely not going to get a perfect score on this, but it's a learning opportunity and I welcome that. So here we go. I'm going to try to go somewhat sequentially. So I know that this first one that we're seeing right here, that's Medusa. So we have that right there. Is that Valkyrie? Oh, Valkyrie's on here. She's just way down below. Be honest, I don't recognize who this character is. There's She-Hulk right there. I don't recognize the next few, but there is White Tiger right there. There's, oh, what's her name? I know this one. This one right here. Is it Angela? It is Angela. Don't really recognize a couple of these. This one I think is Ironheart. I don't know. It kind of looks like. Oh, it's Rescue. That would. Oh, Rescue Pepper Potts. I guess that makes sense. Is that one Kitty Pryde? Kitty Pryde's over here. I thought that was... I recognize this one. I know that this is Jessica Jones's friend, but I don't know the name off the top of my head. There's Black Cat right there next to Kitty Pryde, and I guess if we're going to be back over this way, we can go ahead and put Elektra down. But who else do we have here? I should probably recognize this one, but I don't, if I'm being completely honest. Let's see who else we have. X-23 is in there. We also have Domino down in this next little bit. There's Jane Foster right there. Who else do we have? There's a lot of them. Wasp is right there. Scarlet Witch is down there. Squirrel. I don't know how to spell squirrel, but maybe it'll correct that for me. And thankfully it does. Jean Grey is right there. Who else do we have? Is that Sif? I figured that was probably Sif right there. Or Lady Sif, more specifically. Of course, we have Emma Frost right there. It's kind of a shame that she didn't make it in. I thought that was her right there, but apparently not. She is on this list, and she would have to be, but it is a little bit of a letdown that she wasn't added to the Ultimate Alliance cast. Who else do we have? Storm has got to be on here somewhere. She's down that way. Of course, we don't have a Koye on this list because she's mainly from the... Yeah, she's mainly from the MCU. So let's see who else is on here. There's Captain Marvel. Is Miss Marvel on here? Kamala Khan's not on here either. Interesting. You would have thought that they would have had them on here. And maybe they do, it's just spelled weird or differently. I see Mantis on there. So we'll want to make sure that we grab her. Mystique is right there. And then, of course, we're going to have Psylocke. But she's a bit further down on that list than I had remembered. Okay, so we have Mary Jane Watson on there as well. I see Magic hanging out. Ooh, who else is on this list? There's quite a few of them. There's Rogue. That's a very quintessential look. There's Hela as well. Man, there's a lot of them on here. Is Tigra on here? She would have to be. Yeah, she's right there. And then, of course, there's Nebula, Gamora. Oh, that's a very interesting pixel art for Gamora right there. Who else do we have? A lot, actually. There's Jubilee right over that way. 2.5 minutes or so remaining. There's a lot of them on this list. But that's part of the charm of doing something like this, I suppose. Let's see. Who else? I'm trying to remember any other names off the top of my head that should be on here. And I'm probably going to recognize a couple of them that just aren't coming to me from the sprite designs that are on the screen, if I'm being completely honest. I figured maybe Agatha was on here, and maybe she is, but she requires the last name. Wow. There's a lot of faces on here. This is going to be a very good opportunity for me to familiarize myself more with these characters. Who else is on here? I guess we're gonna find out here in about a minute, but can I get an extra one or two is the real question. Oh, Invisible Woman, she's gotta be on here. Who else is there? You figured that maybe they would have coded Sue Storm to pop up as Invisible Woman there. But we're gonna find out here in just a couple seconds the ones that I'm missing and how I'm going to feel about it. So let's see, we have Spiral, that's a character that I'm not familiar with. Oh, I missed Crystal. Of course I should have known that one. Nova, gonna be honest, haven't heard of that one. Or Princess Python. There's Deathbird. Titania. Enchantress, I didn't know. It's Hellcat. Okay, I knew it was something cat, but didn't know exactly what it was. Lady Deathstrike, that one should have been more obvious to me. Siren, Dazzler, I know I've heard of it at least in passing. Dazzler, Feral, Crystal, Blink, Spider-Woman, Black Widow. That sprite just did not remind me in the least bit of her, but that's on me for not knowing that one. Aurora, or not recognizing that one. Aurora, Namora, Snowbird, Cersei, Gwen Stacy, that one, I guess it shouldn't have been as big as a surprise, where she is one of Spider-Man's love interest. Dagger, I know I should have known that one. Shauna the She-Devil, not really familiar with her at all. Polaris, Diamondback, Marina, Lady Bullseye, Firestar, that one I know I've at least heard of her in passing, if not known more. I mentioned Jessica Jones, but didn't type her in here. That was stupid of me. Moondragon, Megan, Lightspeed, Madame Masque, Firebird, Castillo, Phoenix. I don't fully understand why Phoenix would be in here as her own character, where she's technically the same thing as Jean Grey. Typhoid Mary, interesting. Cloud, Sister Grimm, Vindicator. She must have something to do with Guardian. I'm not super familiar with that line. Mockingbird, Dinosaur, Collinwing, Shriek, Vertigo, Pixie, Moonstone, Revanche, Boomer, Viper, Misty Knight. Ah, that one. I should have known that one because that's from the Luke Cage line of things. We have Clea, Jocasta, Sabra, Spitfire, Hepzibah. Who else do we have down here? Namorita. So Namora and Namorita. They must be from the Namor line and realm. Screaming Mimi, Dust, Wolfsbane, Stature, Silver Sable. That one I should have known a little bit more, or a bit thought to put down. Liliandra, Thundra, Destiny, Red She-Hulk, Magma, Circe, and Power Princess. A lot of really awesome characters that I just was not familiar with, if I'm being honest. But I am excited to look up these characters and learn a little bit more. So, a learning experience, if nothing else. But I hope that you found today's video insightful, and if you did take this quiz on your own, be sure to let me know what your score was down in the comments below. You'll see that mine was relatively low with 32 out of 100, and the average is 44, so quite a bit far behind. But there were a couple on here that I at least recognized to throw their names out there. So, once again, thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more daily variety content. So, have a great rest of your day, everyone.